Hi, welcome back YouTube. Bo back with you. Another little project. There are some videos out there, but I'm gonna make my own. Basically what we're gonna do today is the ZEP degreaser to the tail lights. I am not a fan of chrome. I don't like bright stuff. I don't like the chrome housings. I like black tail lights. I like the midnight edition trucks, but I did come with those. But the stuff I've seen, this makes it super easy to get that look for $8, and then a couple bottles of distilled water. That's going to be after we use the ZEP, get all the chrome out. We'll wash it with regular water several times to get all the ZEP out, and after that's rinsed out, wash it with distilled, and that should keep water spots and all getting here on the glass. But the idea is to get the ZEP inside of the tail lights, and it will eat off all of this chrome or imitation chrome on top of the plastic and take it down to the black plastic, which leaves a really cool look. I'm supposed to pick in here right now what it should look like. We'll see how mine compares to that once I get done. Real simple process. 2 bolts that hold the tail lights in. It's either 10 millimeter or a Phillips head. Loosen the tail light. It comes this way, so you want to pull it out to the side, not out the back. Pull out the back, you might break the tabs. And I found it easier to pop the bottom first, and then the top will follow along with it. Just undo all your little connections. Pull your lights out. That is it. Tail light is out. What we're gonna do is pour this stuff directly in these holes. I'll probably find some rags or something to kind of plug up these holes to keep it in there. Slosh it around, shake it around. You want to get it to cover all of this, and then even in this back housing, all of this will darken down because that all has a chrome finish underneath the glass. So you get that stuff all in here, it will eat off all that chrome and turn this into a darker, more shaded out red, and it will turn this just to black. So you have just the red lights with the black background. You won't have any of this chrome shiny stuff. I will work on that. I'll show you what it looks like halfway in the process once I get it dumped in here and what it's looking like when it's peeling off. But that'll be in just a second. Alright, so I don't know how well the camera is going to show this. It is working, and you can see the chrome pieces like floating around in the ZEP. There's a lot more to go, so I'm gonna leave it sit and continue to just kind of shake it around. It is working though. The chrome is working its way off. Just gonna take, it's probably been about 5 minutes up to this point, somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes. I'm imagining another 5 to 10, it's probably gonna be completely all peeled off. And if that's the case, then it'll just be ready to rinse everything out. But otherwise, the shaking is what kind of gets it up against the back of these lenses, which is where all that chrome is. But we'll see, give it some more time. All right, now it's been probably 15 minutes. Just agitating every now and then so that the ZEP kind of splashes around in there again. I don't know how well the camera is going to pick it up, but you can see this edge right here, the black behind it, as that chrome is flaking off. Going across the top here, it's working its way away from the edge, starting at the edge, and it's working its way around. So it's working. It just it's going to need a little longer of some agitating. I'll go ahead and start on the other light so it can be working in the meantime, and then check back later. All right, checking in again. Moved off the tailgate. The stuff was discoloring the driveway a little bit when it fell, so the only thing to get on the tail light would be a problem. Moved over here to the grass, so I'm not messing up anything on the truck. Continuing to agitate. This is the second tail light. You can see all of the shiny flakes that are just floating around in here. and it's peeling off of this whole outside rim. This one is actually going faster than that one is. I don't know why, but a lot more of the chrome has peeled off. This is the second one I started, and it's working way faster than what the first one was. No idea the reason for that, but I'm happy that it is. But still a waiting game. Still agitating it, shaking it, so that those pieces will continue to break free. All right, welcome back. It is much later in the day. As you can see, it's almost getting dark on me. Sun has set. There's a reason for that. I was a dodo and didn't realize I bought the wrong product. I knew I needed ZEP industrial degreaser concentrate, so I was in a rush. I ran through Home Depot. This is what I bought. If you can see, I don't know if you can see or not. I got the purple degreaser concentrate, but this is the pressure wash formula. So it did start to work. So I wasted a lot of time and let it sit for a long time, just thinking that my lights were more stubborn than others. But at some point it just stopped taking off any more chrome, like it was done. So it was about halfway, half the chrome was off, half the chrome wasn't. And after over an hour, nothing else was coming off. So then I realized at that point I had the wrong stuff. I'm stuck here today, so I was stuck waiting. My wife was gracious enough to get me the correct stuff, which is going to be this industrial purple degreaser, not pressure washer formula. So wife finally got home a little bit ago, took this, poured it in both lights, and it went to work like immediately. Just started dissolving the chrome. This kind of made the chrome just flake off into big chunky flakes that were just floating around in the lights. This like dissolved it, just dissolved it, made it go away. It just like the chrome just disappeared into the ZEP, as opposed to the flakes like this was doing. So this is the right stuff. Don't do like me, don't get the wrong stuff. Get the regular purple degreaser and it will work like a charm. Got them all done quickly. It went quick once the right stuff, about 5 minutes for one. The other one had more chrome in it, so it took about 10 for the other one to work. Rinsed it until all the bubbles, till all the ZEP is out and you got no bubbles hanging out in there. Then I still rinsed it a few more times. After that, I bought 2 gallons of distilled water or purified water, so that there's nothing in the water, and then I used that to flush each light 3 to 4 times, however much water I had for each. I used 1 gallon on each light. Poured that in, flushed it around, slowly poured it out to try and minimize the water spots that were left in there. And the reason for the distilled is so that when those water spots dry, they don't leave spots. Like, I know where I am, I don't have water softener on my house. I have county water, and it's very hard water. So if those water spots are left in there, you're gonna see them when they dry. So the distilled water is meant to keep that from happening. So get distilled water, rinse it your final 2, 3, 4, however many times with the distilled water. Should get rid of all the water spots. I'm really happy with the turnout, what they look like. Very pleased with the way they came out. All the chrome is gone. They are darker. The red is darker because there's no chrome behind it, and the housing itself behind the lights is completely black. Very happy with the outcome. There's a little bit of water spots right here. I left the hair dryer going in one of the holes, coming out the other holes. It got 95% of the water out. The water spots dried it completely, except for these little ones that are right in here. They should dry out or turn, kind of into a vapor in the whole thing. I'll take the light out tomorrow or the next day, run the dryers through it a little more, and it should get rid of that completely. The other one's got the same thing in the same spot. Show you what they look like. The Titans, if you don't know, you can hold the lock button. It'll go through the trailer sequence to test your lights. So you can see they're still plenty bright. You're still gonna see them on the road. No issue with not being seen. They go through turn signals, and then I'll flip the brakes. There you go. So that's it, guys. Easy. Once you have the right stuff, super easy. Just make sure that you buy the right degreaser And this would have been maybe an hour project instead of being here all afternoon kind of waiting for the other stuff and then having to dry it out now as the sun's going down. My plan was to just let them sit out in the sun and dry that way. That didn't happen because I lost my son, so instead I grabbed my wife's hairdryer and ran it through the holes. It did a pretty decent job, but like I said, I'm gonna have to take them back out probably and let the vapor out after the fact. Till next time, that's it. Love God, love people, treat each other like you do.